You may agree or disagree with it. Okay? So when we say propositions that have equal status, so if the statement is it is a great one, then the other one is the same. So equally. Okay? And what states that they are the same or equal is the use of this signal. Okay? And let's have next one. That's the next one. Number 4. Can we have other hands? Is that your right hand or your left hand, Janina?
Right hand po.
Right hand. The other earlier you used the left hand. Okay, I'll call you now. You have the other hand. So please read number 4.
They indicate cause-result relationship. Example, consequently, so as a result. I started planting seed since the start of the quarantine. As a result, my pecha leaves are now growing big.
Okay, really like you considering the oratorical, Janina. Okay, practice mo ngayon. I'd like to hear from you. Okay. So consequently, so as a result, are signals of the relationship between the cause, which is the first idea or statement, and the other, which is the result or the effect. Okay. Let's have the next one, number 5. Okay, number 5 is, let's have angel.
They indicate that a given proportion conduction an earlier one.
Okay. So which are these which indicate contradiction of the earlier one? What are these signals? Can you name these signals, Angel? What are those? What are those, Angel? They are? Yes. What are those sequence signals that indicate contradiction? You're still raising your hand, Angel. They are, conversely, on the contrary, by way of contrast. Okay, so signals that the next idea to follow contradicts the earlier. Like this one. Okay, it's 51 already. So let me just read. The health secretary or health department secretary said we are not experiencing a second wave of the pandemic. On the contrary, a certain politician said that we are not even done with the first wave as we have not flattened the curve yet. Okay, so you will compare the first declaration from the the health department, which we understand are scientific in their motive or purpose, and then we have the politician. If you're familiar with their nature, that's suggestive. Okay, reading between lines and also from the context. Ano yung mga context dito? The clue, politicians and health department secretary. Okay, what could be the motive of these two? They would be contradicting each other. What would be their motive? Okay, so one contradicts the other, and this is the signal. And number 6, the last one. Yes, Janina.
They
Yours
indicate
is
concession. Example, nevertheless, in any case, for all that, all the same. Some workers and employees are now back to work to keep the economy going. For all that, we still need to practice minimum health standards to be safe.
very good. Okay, so concession is acceptance or agreement to something that you might probably contradict or oppose with earlier. But like this, some workers, employees are now back to work to keep the economy going. So you might be thinking that you can also go out, but still you agree that it is for best that we stay safe, observe protocols and standards for everybody's good. Okay, and what are so besides these six groups, we also have the other connectors, which are fanboys. Are you familiar with fanboys?
Yes po.
Yes. Okay. So that's the what do we call that group of they are classified as words also or word formation. They are formed by the first letter of the initial words of these conjunctions. What are those fanboys conjunctions? Yeah, I know. Janina know that too well from the sound that she's very articulate. What about the others? They should be your friends, the fanboys. Some other hands before we close. Okay, you have no choice. What about you, Justin? It's already there. Can you read what those members of these fanboys are? Hindi lang yan na mga fangirls, may fanboys din. Nakatulog na yata si Justin. Okay, sige, let's have Janina. Yes. What do we mean by the acronym fanboys? Hello?
Ah, naka-unmute po pala, sorry po.
Okay.
Um,
Yeah, sorry. Sige, I
Other
understand.
connectors include the fanboys, for and nor, but, also, yet, and so.
Okay, so those are the fanboys. So they are what we call coordinating conjunctions. Now we also have conjunctive adverbs. These are meanwhile, for the time being, however, otherwise, nonetheless, because, and a lot more. So we use these as words to connect ideas, coordinators, meaning of equal rank, conjunctive adverbs for we can also use this to begin a clause coming up with an equal rank or meron tayong subordinators and subordinating conjunctions and main clause. Okay, we'll deal with that sometime in our lesson. Okay, so we've just had touched on the previous lesson, which we are not able to discuss due to technical problems last week. When it comes to our lesson, which was discussed at the Facebook Live yesterday, uh, let's see if I can post some of the recordings I had with other sections on our group so you can listen to how the lesson today was discussed. Okay, if you have any questions you would like to ask here now, do we have questions at the chat box? Has everybody, have you signed the attendance already? Okay, so please study well our modules before you proceed to answering the Google Forms ADM digital format for your responses. If you have other questions regarding our lessons, you can address it to the group on our GC. Okay? You're sure that you have no questions?
Wala na po.
Wala na po, ma'am.
Okay. So yung about local culture, you studied well. I will post the video for discussion on that later. And then maybe by tomorrow or Saturday, you are done answering the other previously posted activities. Okay? If that is all for today, let's have first the documentation picture. Okay. Do you mind opening your camera so you can have a picture screenshot? If you want, you can also have your own screenshots as proof for documentation. Okay. The rest may open your camera. Yan. Hello, Janina. Join ka sa oratorical, ha? Ha? Try mo. Maigsi na lang yung kinat na nga natin. Mahaba yun eh. I like your voice. You have your modulation. You have your phrasing and blending. Okay, siguro mayroon pa iba dito nagtatago. Si Mark ba? Pwede sa oratorical to si Mark? Hi, Mark. Try mo. Okay, so if you want to join, you can practice and record your delivery. Upload nyo sa ano natin. So we have one entry for each class. Okay, wait. I'm going to take a screenshot. Ready? And now, do set. Yan. Okay, meron na tayong swear. Okay, bye-bye. See you next week.
Bye, ma'am.
Thank you,
Alright.
ma'am. Bye-bye po. Ma'am,
Oh, yes.
yung assignment po, yun po yung nakapost sa group page natin sa English.
Yes.
Okay po. Salamat po. Bye-bye po, ma'am.
Okay, thank you. Yung ibang questions, alalagay nyo na sa GC natin. Hindi pa na off.